Alright guys, welcome back to another true story animation reaction video. Today we are watching I Have Millions But Pretend to Be Homeless by Storytime Animated. For some reason you guys love these true story animation reaction videos, so we gotta run it back one more time. You know, if you guys want to see more, leave a like and leave a comment, but I have a question for you guys. If you had millions of dollars, would you guys pretend to be homeless? I mean, if I had 1 million, I'd still pretend to be homeless because that's not really too much money if you think about it. Like, you buy one house and boom, you're already you're poor. You're actually poor, you know. You might have a house, but you won't have extra money on top of that. So anyways guys, let's go ahead and leave a like on this. Let's go ahead and watch this. All right guys, I'm so thankful for you guys always, you know, clicking on my videos and watching with me. So let's get started.
Jeeves, could you get me some soda? I demanded from my butler. His name
wasn't
really
butler?
Jeeves. I just called him that for fun.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
How do you pretend to be homeless and have a butler in your
while
house?
you're at it, I said.
Yeah, he's just commanding this dude.
Having people refer to me as sir made me feel quite important, especially since I was only in my last year of middle school.
What?
My parents owned several luxury hotels.
Oh, okay. I thought, you know, he had millions himself. I was like, wait, what?
In addition to that, my mom was the heir to a massive family fortune.
What?
If you want to have a massive fortune as well, let's get this video to 50,000 likes. And
yo, this video better get 50,000 likes if you want to be rich one day.
So I guess you could say I grew up like a prince. Servants
Dang, so lucky.
Me, and I had
but
to
I
do
feel like
nothing for myself.
But I feel like
My
if you work for yourself to get all that money, like, you're more grateful.
I'm not exaggerating. It had everything you could imagine. I had my own arcade, two televisions, a cotton candy machine,
year of middle school,
basketball court, jacuzzi.
What? Okay, guys. The last year of middle school, all I had was a little iPod Touch 4th generation, which I basically made my YouTube career on, which is crazy because that's all I had.
I like to call the zoo. It wasn't a real zoo, of course, but it was where I kept my exotic pets. A
so lucky.
Squirrel monkey, royal python, Komodo dragon, and an ordinary poodle I called Frank. But apart from that, I was a regular kid. I liked video games, hanging out with my other rich friends, and playing sports.
That's normal?
Football.
You hang out with other rich friends. The best part of my life
was that my parents weren't overbearing.
Normal to them, I guess.
They wanted me to grow up into a self-sufficient, independent person.
It's kind of hard to do that.
Pretty much let me do whatever I wanted.
Spoiled.
So I got to hang out with my friends and do whatever.
So lucky. Like I couldn't even go out and hang out with my friends until college, basically.
Practice, I was walking around town with my friend Andy. We were feeling really hungry after a pretty intense practice session, so we decided to stop at a 7-Eleven and grab a snack. As I left the building with a Slurpee the size of my head, an old man bumped into my shoulder and half of my drink spilled onto the pavement. "Hey, watch it," I said angrily. "I'm sorry," he replied. I took a good look at him and realized that he was wearing dirty clothes and he looked like he hadn't showered in months.
Ew.
"I haven't eaten all day. Do you
but he's
have
probably
$5 to spare?" he asked me. "Sure," I said while digging into my pocket. I handed him the money.
Dang.
"I don't have anything to eat tomorrow either. Do you have any more cash to spare?"
What? So greedy. Dude, here you gave him $5.
And we started laughing. "Look, old man, I already gave you $5.
Exactly.
That's enough," I said. "You're a spoiled little brat and you will never understand what it's like to be a person like me."
Well, he already gave you $5. Just be grateful.
"You'll never know what it's like to have nothing," he screamed. As I sat alone
he's
in my
about to
room
cast
that
a whole
night,
spell on him or something.
My identity does not revolve around all this money. I'm pretty sure I'm strong enough to survive as a homeless person. Maybe I'll take this old man's words and use them as a challenge. I'm going to move away from my perfect life for a while. I just need a plan.
Rich people problems, guys. They would become homeless for a challenge. Not even, oh my gosh.
Continued thinking. The next morning, I convinced my parents to send me to a private high school in France for 1 year. It was summer, and I was supposed to be going to an elite high school nearby in a few weeks. I explained that moving to France would be better for my development and independence. I'd also learn a new language.
What? You guys see that?
They agreed right away.
His mom's heels were glitching.
I couldn't believe how easy that was. In reality, I'd only be moving 2 towns away. I had already enrolled myself in a poorly funded high school there. When it was time to leave, I pretended that I was all packed and ready to go to my
You're gonna regret this decision, my friend.
My parents dropped me off at the airport, and as soon as they left, I took a bus to town. I found the old man I had bumped into a few weeks before and gave him my suitcase.
Huh?
"You can have all this stuff. I don't need it," I said. and I was left with one backpack.
Hey, I mean, that's
and
nice of him, I
$50.
guess.
I got onto another bus and
But
embarked
that
on my
old
new
guy was
journey
like,
as a
oh,
homeless
it
person.
worked again.
When I arrived at my stop, I got off the bus.
That
Now
old guy
what?
probably
I
does
thought.
this all the time.
I had no clue what I was supposed to be doing as a new homeless person, so I just walked around aimlessly
Who does
for a few
this?
hours.
Who
I began to
turns
feel
himself
very tired,
homeless,
and
guys?
It started to get dark, so
Would you
I
guys do
decided
that?
to sit
I would
at a
never.
table
That's
outside a cafe.
stupid.
A waitress came up to me and said, "Sir, I'm sorry, but seats are reserved for paying customers only." I went in, bought a cup of hot chocolate, and went back outside. I only had $40 left.
Uh-oh.
I don't know when it happened, but I fell asleep and was woken up hours later by the same waitress. "We're closing now. You have to leave," she said. I stood up, went across the street, and waited for them to pack up and leave. Afterwards, I went to sit on the
What?
floor in front of the cafe. I took out my phone and sent a message to my parents. "Hey, I've arrived safely. France is great so far."
So he's just
"We're
gonna
happy
lie
for
to
you.
them?
Have fun," they replied.
All right. Well, good
This
luck to him
became
on
my
his
daily
homeless
habit.
journey.
I'd walk around the town and I'd find different places to freshen up. Libraries, restaurants, anywhere. I begged strangers for money to buy food, and when it was time to sleep, I just settle in
You know,
front of the
I
cafe.
feel like strangers would be
I was
nicer
grateful
to
on
him
my first
because
day of
he's so
school
young.
because it meant I'd get to take a break from the same old routine every day. The school looked like it was falling apart, and the students there
Ew.
were certainly not the crowd I was used to. I found my first class and sat down at the back.
There's a whole
Pieces of
crack
the
in the back
ceiling
of the
were
wall.
falling
Oh,
off. There was terrible lighting, and the air
everything
conditioner
was
didn't
falling
work.
apart.
But those were the least of my worries. Everyone who walked in turned up their noses at me. "That guy smells like a garbage truck," said one of my classmates. He pointed to me while his friends gathered
Little
around
do
him
they
and
know
laughed.
he's a
The
rich,
teachers were no
rich
better.
guys.
They were mean, harsh, and they all looked like they hated their jobs. I was having the worst day ever. I sat in the cafeteria eating my lunch alone when a girl came and sat in front of me.
Oh,
"Hi, I'm Melody," she said. "I'm Eric."
she's being
I
nice
replied,
to him. Okay,
sort of
okay.
embarrassed to be talking to a girl in my condition.
Yeah,
"I've seen you
smelling like
some nights,
garbage.
sleeping outside on the street. Are you homeless? Where are your parents?" she asked. "My parents died in a car accident,
What?
so I'm pretty much alone."
You're
I
just
lied.
gonna lie?
"Don't you have other relatives who could have taken you in?" she asked. "No," I replied. "I'm sorry to hear about that. I really am," she said. She looked really sincere. She slid a pink slip of paper into my hand, and then she left.
She's like, here's my
I
phone
opened
number.
it, and it contained the directions to a homeless shelter.
Oh,
After school, I decided to head straight there, as I was in
wasn't
desperate
expecting
need
that.
of a shower. I also wanted to sleep in a real bed and maybe change my clothes. At least I'd be clean for school the next day. It took me
he
a while
made
to
his
find the shelter, but
he
when I
made
did,
his
I knocked on the door
life
and a kind
miserable
old lady
by
opened
choice.
it. "Hello, can I help you?" she asked. "Is this the homeless shelter? I was wondering if I could stay tonight," I asked. "I'm sorry, but we're full tonight.
Oh.
Try coming back tomorrow," she
Dang.
replied. Suddenly, I saw Melody appear behind her.
Wait, what?
What was she doing here?
Is she also
"Marsha,
homeless?
It's okay," she said to the woman. "Don't worry, Eric. You can stay in my room tonight."
Wait,
"I'll
she's
sleep on the
also
couch,"
homeless?
she said. The old lady signaled for me to come in, and I
Man, she's
heaved a
very
sigh
nice though.
of
She's
relief.
very nice.
"Melody, are you..." But before I could finish, she explained. "I'm homeless too. I live here sometimes with my mom. This has been my life for the past 10 years. We once had a happy home, but one day my
Dang.
father left and
Hopefully
never
this
came
makes him
back.
a more grateful
My
person.
mom couldn't afford the rent on
that's-
her own, so we were forced
that's
to
her
live on
mom?
the streets. Until we found this place," she said. I felt really bad that people actually had to endure this.
Yo, he
For
better
me,
like,
this was just an experiment.
yeah,
But for her,
he
it
did
was
this as a
reality.
challenge.
As the weeks went by, I made a deal with the owner of the home, Marsha. I could stay as long as I helped out around the home. She taught me how to cook, and before
All right,
I
well,
knew
he
it,
better
preparing
pay back
breakfast and
money
dinner
later
were my
on to help the
responsibilities.
shelter.
It was hilarious at first because I didn't even know how to use a stove. I was also responsible for cleaning the bathroom.
At least he's learning,
This
you
drove
know,
Marsha
how to be
crazy at first
dependent
because
now,
I
which
had
is good,
no
and
idea what I was
independent
doing.
now.
I never did my own cleaning at home. Melody and I got closer as time went by. We'd sit next to each other at school and we'd
Okay,
spend almost
okay.
every minute together. She was funny, kind, and very generous. She had a really beautiful heart. And
Let's
before
see
I
what
knew it,
happens. Let's see what
I was in
happens.
love. When I expressed my feelings to her, she told me that she felt the same way.
Well,
and
he
that
lied
was
to
the
her about
beginning of
her
my
his
first
parents,
relationship.
man.
But the reality hung over my head. Soon, my 1-year experiment would be over.
One,
and I'd
whoa,
have to
he
tell
did this
her
for
the truth.
1 year?
She
You know,
had really
props.
fallen in love
I give
with a
so much
fraud,
respect.
as she knew almost nothing about the real me.
Yikes.
My problems increased when old Marsha sat with me one evening and said she had something serious to discuss with me. Eric, I'm happy you've come to stay here at the shelter and that I've been able to help you. You're continuing to grow into a remarkable young man, and I'm very proud of you. But I'm still sad that you are without a real family.
Oh,
and,
no.
well, I was wondering, how would you feel if I became your adoptive mother?
No.
She said.
He has a real family.
I was speechless.
Just leave.
I mean, I know I could never replace your biological mother, but I hate to
Yikes,
think of you
guys.
going through this life all alone. I just want you to know that I will always be here for you no matter
You know, there
what,
was
she
other
said.
ways to go about
I
becoming
decided that I'd
independent
have to
than.
tell her the truth now.
Yeah, please.
I held her hands and thanked her for being so kind and supportive. Then, I told her everything. Who I really was, where I came from.
Oh, she's
the
about
fact
to be
that I had
mad,
millions,
guys.
and that this was only an experiment.
What? She's gonna be so
I was
mad.
so engrossed in my story that I didn't even realize that Melody was standing right behind
Yo,
us.
it's over.
When I noticed her,
It's
it was
over.
too late. She ran to her room upstairs, and I quickly
You're only
followed.
pretending to be
Melody,
homeless
listen, I'm
as an
so
experiment?
sorry.
No, you're
I
not.
said, I can't believe you lied to me. Nothing I know about you is true, she said.
Ooh.
What is
Relationship
true is
based
how I
on a
feel
lie,
about you.
guys.
I never expected to come here, to meet
Oh,
you, to end
no.
up like this. But all I know is that I really care about you, and I'd never, ever want to leave your side, even if it meant staying here forever.
I mean,
don't
she
need
looks
those
forgiving.
millions like I need you, I said as I held her
Good thing
hands
he
while
came
looking
clean,
into
though.
her
I like
eyes.
that. I like
Melody eventually forgave me.
that. Aww.
My next hurdle was explaining the truth to my parents.
Oh.
They were surprised when I showed up suddenly with Melody and her mom by my side. I
They're like,
explained
"You
the
brought
nature of my
back homeless
experiment,
people?"
and they were actually proud of me.
Oh.
My parents bought Melody and her mom a house close to ours
What?
and decided
Yo,
to fund Melody's
you know,
entire
he has
education.
amazing parents.
She
Cause
wouldn't have to go to that awful school anymore.
other rich people,
On
in my
weekends,
head,
we'd
they'd
still
be
go to
like really
volunteer at
snobby.
the
They'd be
homeless
like,
shelter.
"You brought back
My
homeless
parents
people."
also donated a large sum of money, which helped the shelter to
Oh.
expand and house more people.
Man, this
Pretending
is
to be homeless taught me that we all need each other to survive in this world. And
my heart.
that if we can help
My
another
heart,
person,
guys.
we should.
Oh, guys, this is probably one of the most heartwarming true story animations that I've watched. I just hope you guys enjoyed watching me watch this true story animation. If you guys want more in the future, leave a like, leave a comment. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.